If your aircon was installed about 6 or 7 years ago, chances are quite high that your wall controller it comes with an integrated battery. If it's not serviced on a regular basis, or if batteries are left inside of these wall controllers, you can see with this DAIKIN controller, the battery can bulge up. You can see how it expanded, and this can create quite serious fire hazard because it pushes up and not only damages your controller, but also has a high risk of catching fire. So what we're doing in this case, there are two wall controllers, and rather than the customer replacing the whole air ducted condition unit, because that was recommended to him from DAIKIN, because they don't manufacture these controllers anymore, then we can just remove the battery before it catches fire and run it directly on the power lead as it's supposed to be. So this is what we're doing right now. We are fixing these wall controllers instead of replacing the whole air conditioning unit. Make sure to check your wall controllers and ensure that they don't come with an integrated battery in them, because these batteries, sooner or later, they will bulge up. Obviously, if you need the service and you're based in South Australia, let us know, we're here to help. Unfortunately, this particular tablet is not designed to work without a battery. So looking at the terminals, so we have a temperature monitoring terminal in the middle. Probably the CPU or the code base inside of the tablet is designed to constantly measure the temperature of the battery, and if it is absent, doesn't allow it to turn on, which is ridiculous, but yeah, it seems like it's the way how it is. So what we're gonna do is we will repack this battery. Unfortunately, we don't have the right size of this battery, so we will use this slightly smaller cell, which is similar capacity as this Lenovo cell. Plus, we don't need high capacity battery because this tablet is going to be connected constantly to the charge anyway. Yeah, so this is the BMS board here, basically the protection board, and we just need to desolder it and solder it on this side and see how it goes. So let's desolder this board and remove it from this battery. Alright, so this cell, unfortunately, it's dead. So we will try another cell. Let's measure how this cell is performing. Alright, so this is the second battery, and we can see it's at 3.98, which is a perfect health. So these batteries, they came from this MacBook Pro cell, MacBook Pro battery. These cells came from this MacBook Pro battery. This is a 1708 MacBook Pro, and you can see one of the cells was 0, so this is just failed battery. When the battery fails on any multi-cell type of device, usually one of the cell fails, and then that doesn't allow the other ones to charge properly. Hence the reason why we can reuse this battery. We can source these batteries affordably online. However, because it's such an old model, we cannot get the batteries from Lenovo. And problem with, as we all know, with the Chinese copycat batteries is that they're actually worse than a used genuine battery cell. Because we need this battery only to be able to allow the tablet to run, we don't need high capacity battery. What we need is a reliable, long lasting battery, which is hard to get from China, because and Lenovo doesn't sell them because it's more than 3-year-old tablet. Anyway, so what we'll do now is we will, so this is the -1, minus polarity and plus polarity, and we will twist them in a way how they can fit this BMS. So we'll twist them through here, so they can align nicely, and we will solder them straight into the pads. So these ones are copper strips, so we can just reuse them without needing to spot weld them. Actually, I just realized that my plan will not work because this battery is designed, sorry, this case is designed for this width, and our battery is slightly wider, our cell is slightly wider. So we can either cut these plastics and make it wider, which is gonna take us more work, or we can fit it this way. To fit it that way, we need to put the controller board up here in this order, and we can just run cables to tap into these basically pins of the battery. Running cables will be easier solution, and everything gonna be hidden around it anyway because we have quite a space here, so we can just route the cables, and this is not designed to be constantly open and closed. So let's run cables and rewire it through the side. It's a bit hard to record and hold it with one hand, but so minus is gonna be soldered in here, and we will route plus around it to come into the B plus. We already have our fuses here, so so everything else should be okay. So let's start with the minus first. Okay, so we're soldering the minus contact point. Ready here. So let's route the cable from the plus point to the plus on the board. Here we are soldering our cell. So lots of people are very scared of dealing with batteries. If they are handled with care and properly, there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to do what most of the Chinese factories does on the side of the streets. When I say factories, most of them are just little garages which are assembling these cells and selling them on Amazon and eBay for dirt cheap. So I run two shrink tubes here, so we can have a good insulation between the points, and we will twist that pin cable end to able to be soldered on the other side. Let's flip it upside down. So this is the plus bit, and we will be soldering it there. Okay, so we're ready with running this cable, and we'll just secure it in place, and this will look like a brand new battery. Right, so we had to shift the battery a little bit other way around because the position of the socket was a bit difficult to adjust. The pins of this battery are in the middle, while the Lenovo battery was on the side. But not a big deal, so we adjusted it to come from the side and align so the connector can be ending up in the middle. Alright, so let's apply the tape. So this will secure the battery in place. Just like that. Okay, battery has been connected, secured in place. We also installed the little tab to prevent the battery from coming out. And you can see it's already turning on and functioning. Alright, so let's close the back cover. We already tested it that it's turning on. So you're gonna close the back cover. Let's make sure that it fits properly, although the battery thickness is same. Where are the buttons? Power buttons down here, there you go. And it's fully functioning with a single battery cell. So you can see from this guy here to this one. The main reason why customer needed it was because of this DAIKIN air conditioning app. Let me try to find where it is. Strange, cannot see it here. So customer told me that this is the app which was the main reason of running this aircon. It's called Zone Control. I don't see it on this tablet. This is his second tablet, which needs redone. Anyway, the touch functionality has been restored because this was completely taken apart by another repair shop, and they said that they cannot source the battery. Although we could source the battery, we end up in a situation just using one of our genuine Apple cells which we had laying around. And because it's going to be connected to a charger all the time, we really don't need high capacity battery. Unfortunately, the way how the controller was designed, all the batteries are standard plus minus, and this is 3.8 volts lithium polymer cell. The way how it was designed was to ID the battery and report back to the system, so it won't turn on unless it sees the battery. And you can see this battery is already charged, so it comes with a probably about 70-80% charge. All right, so it's good enough for the setup. We will let customer test it for a while, and then if they're happy with it, then we will proceed to replace the battery on this guy as well. Okay, this is another example to show you guys that we are so scared to work with batteries because clearly they're flammable, but what it ends up is that we just over rely on another country doing the hard work for us. Problem with that is if we get this replacement battery for this Lenovo from overseas, we don't know the quality of the battery, because this, like for example, this battery was manufactured for Lenovo, and the ones which we can source probably are not as good quality as these guys. You can see this is by SEUD, Fujian Electronics Co. Ltd. So we cannot get batteries directly from them manufactured for us, because their contract with Lenovo probably either doesn't allow them to sell the batteries to anybody else, or have a cycling process of manufacturing those batteries for no more than 2 years. Because if you approach Lenovo for a battery replacement, they will just laugh at us and say, buy yourself a new tablet. Well, customer did. He bought himself a new tablet, but the app which runs here, well, it was running, runs here, this app is not available on Play Store for the new tablets anymore, so because they discontinued it, this Zone Control app, and because it's not available, and see this is version 2.1, because it's not available, he cannot just go and install it on any tablet, which basically puts him in a situation where he needs to replace the whole air conditioning unit, because they don't even offer Wi-Fi dongles for AirTouch, for example, for his model. And he has two air conditioning units, one on the first floor, one on the second floor. So you can imagine the cost of replacing the whole system, because his tablet battery botched up. And these tablets, they're not being used for anything else apart than just controlling the aircon. So there's no reason for him to go and buy a new tablet or replace the whole air conditioning system, only because the battery botched. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and if you need this service, how to find us, where to find us. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section. And yeah, we can create a second video of how we replace this baby's battery once we hear that customer is happy with this. But let us know if you want to see that video or not. Thank you for watching, and take care.